makeup artist Tor Torre provides additional firepower to our style council today. He trained in London and in New York and is a veteran in fashion shows, TV, and commercials in the Southeast Asian region.
Coach Reg, I am introducing you to the Master Tor. Grabe, you're in super good hands dito kasi...
I'm pressured right now.
No, don't be pressured. Sobrang galing niya. He did me for one of my endorsement shoots and basta, you're in super good hands. Basically, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna teach you how to do a basic everyday look.
Because I don't think you wear makeup a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean like we have to balance the makeup with the person. So because you don't wear makeup every day and then you don't put eyeliner, mascara, so it's better to play with how you think you look, but much more presentable or best. Because if you do a smoky eye on you, parang that's not anymore. Alright, so first things first, do you have anything on your skin right
Just
now?
sunblock.
Sunblock, right? It's very, very good. So, one thing is that you have to wear sunblock every day because that's the key on having nice skin. Okay, so sunblock is very important. And then you can also use sunblock as your makeup base. So instead of putting a primer or something,
Sunblock is
you can especially if it's a silicone-based sunblock.
Okay.
So that's very, very good. So since you have sunblock now, we can skip with the
primer.
Yeah, the primer and things like that. So, but first things first, I'm gonna spray your face with a. It's called like a prep and prime spray. So it just prepares your skin. And then you can mix that with a beauty blender. Okay, so next we have to check and see what foundation would go well with your skin tone. Yeah. One thing is because your skin is very textured, so you need a thicker consistency of foundation just to cover like your blemishes and your markings. I mean, but you know it's but we can also use like drugstore brands if it's possible, if we can match your skin.
Okay. How do you like find the right shade?
Okay, so
is it through your hand?
No, never through your hand. Yeah, like especially
lipstick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but especially for you because you have so much redness on your face, so you're not used to it. So you have to match close to your neck.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't
you match
know
from
that.
your neck because your neck is always lighter than your face because the sun hits your face, so that's why it's always darker.
Okay.
So that's why sometimes if you put foundation on, it's quite a shock because it's white, it's lighter. Yeah, because your neck is lighter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's much more easier to match from the neck up than from the forehead down.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So it's
I didn't know that.
yeah. So you just find the closest,
Apart.
yeah,
And
by the
then-
jawline, and whatever color that disappears, that should be
Okay.
it already. Let's try one more.
Parang mas yan.
Yeah, I think that should be okay. So also one thing when you're choosing foundations, by the way, you have to use the right foundation according to your skin type. So if you have oily skin, you use a foundation which is oil-free, and then if you have dry or combination skin, you use foundation which is highly moisturizing.
Okay.
So what I usually do is that I use the back of my hand as a palette.
Oh, it's like really. It's really like painting now.
It's really like
So
painting.
cool.
The main thing kasi is with makeup, you have it relies on body heat for it to move around, for it to heat up, things like that. The reason why I'm using a damp sponge is because it expands when it's wet. So if you put water first on the sponge and squeeze out the excess, it means it won't suck in most of the foundation product because there's already like water inside. I'd always start at the middle outward and spread outwards. Now if you can feel it, I am just dabbing the product or the sponge onto your skin. That's because you have textured skin.
Okay.
So because if you drag it down, it won't be able to cover
Everything.
yeah.
Almost automatically nawawala na yung redness.
Yeah, the redness gets toned down already. Sige, basta like for every day, if you just want to look fresher and nicer and cleaner, it's always best to master your foundation application. So you have to be very careful also because sometimes there are some women because they have so much blemishes on their skin, they tend to pack on the foundation, like they make it super
Yeah.
kapal. You shouldn't do that because we have concealers that are supposed to do that for you.
Okay.
Kasi hindi ka naman pwede mumukhang drag queen, di ba? Ako yun. Pero
Do you do drag?
sometimes.
Really?
Yes.
Ang ganda niya.
So what I'm doing is that when you are using concealer, this has to be a thicker consistency. And what I'm doing is that I'm just going to be covering your blemishes.
Okay.
So since you have quite a yellow tone to your skin, I'm going to be using like a nice pink blush.
Okay.
So usually when I'm applying this blush, I apply at the apple of the cheeks, which is this part. And then I always ask my model or the person I'm working with to smile a bit.
Okay.
So that way, I can catch where the apple of the cheek is located, and I just blend the product using my fingers.
By the way, the best finger to blend with is...
It's either
this
the
one,
middle
diba?
finger or the
Ring.
ring finger. Yeah, mainly because it has the lightest pressure, lightest touch. Smile. I'm going to apply the eyeshadow all over your eyelids. And you just feel the shape of your eyeball, and you just follow the shape of your eyeball. Can you feel where the eyeshadow stick is
Yeah.
landing? So it's like all over your eyeball. So to open up your eye, you apply the eyeshadow stick, just starting at the outer corner and end halfway into your lower lash line, just to help open up your eye. So I'm going to start by applying or curling your lashes at the base of your lash line. Are we okay? Am I
Yeah.
pinching anything?
No.
Okay. You start squeezing. Just count to 12.
Yeah?
Ayan, so we're done, finally.
Yes, we are.
Basically, for Coach's face, we have 3 major key points that she has to follow. Since makapal rin naman yung kilay niya, makapal na rin yung lashes niya. What she really has to focus on is, 1, her foundation, because that will really even out her color,
Yes.
kind of cover up the redness, the blemishes,
Yeah.
and the redness.
Yeah.
And for specific, for specific blemishes or color correction, you have the concealer. So we did that. And our third very important tip is the blush.
Yes.
And the importance for that is because it'll add color to her face. So how do you like it?
Well, surprisingly, I like it, and I really want. Ngayon na-excite ako to buy products for myself.
I'm glad.
Yeah, kasi parang it's very educational kasi I get to learn stuff na.
Yeah.
It's not that hard pala.
Oh.
It's not. I mean, it's only basic steps lang naman. And especially if not just for everyday, not just for when you're on court, pero if you want to go out on a date, if you just want to dress up a little bit, if you want to go out on a date with boyfie, if you go to an event, or whatever you please.
Yeah.
Practice
Very
lang yan.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to practice.
Practice,
I'm
correct.
excited to do that.
Yeah. I'm glad. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Tor.
Thank you.
Master Tor. Thank you, Master Tor.
Thank you, guys.
Kung sa games full on ang energy, sa home stretch, sa glow up, todo naman ang pagkikay. Kaya sasamahan namin ang champion volleyball coach sa extraordinary for one-of-a-kind treatment.
We offer beauty services including facials, body treatments, and classy nail arts. So we offer different kinds of nail extensions wherein we have acrylic extensions. However, we take pride in our FlexiGel extensions since it is the newest enhancement in nail technology today.
How often do you go to salons and nail spas?
Well, this is actually really rare for me to be in these kinds of places because the most I do is like once a month with my players having a haircut or like a hair spa or something like that. That's it. extensions like this, I don't do.
So, hindi kayo talaga.
Hindi talaga bonding girls and
night.
stuff. Yeah,
Night or
we
day
do
out.
movies, we do dinners, but
Hindi
not
to mga arte-arte.
No.
Gutom ka ba?
Yeah, I know.
Thank you so much for
I
the
never
food,
thought
guys.
there's this kinds of salons. Really cool.
Ayan, ako gutom ako. Muffins, croissants, my favorites. And then we'll have champagne.